go undercover. That dancing episode was so fun. So I would say that combined with like the football scene in, Another One Bites the Dust musical episode was so fun. Because it was literally like, imagine all of us in this room, I don't know how many there are, but imagine all of us have to do something together before the sun goes down and we can't mess up and we have one take. That's the adrenaline that you're feeling, and everyone needs to be on point because like if you're supposed to be here but you're here, the gymnast could get hurt. So you had to make sure you were on your spot here so that the gymnasts could do their thing. So that musical episode was really special, and we all high-fived. It was like the closest I've come to doing like a live Broadway show with 200 people. So that will definitely be a highlight.
That's awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi, this is my first con ever, and this is my first question ever.
Well, welcome. We will de-virginize you with joy.
So I love Ella, and I love the dynamic that you have with Lucifer, like the brother-sister dynamic. I kind of see myself as that too. If I would ever have a brother, I would have somebody like Lucifer. So my question to you is, Ella has really lengthy dialogues, like often with complicated scientific terms and such. So was there any particular dialogue that was hard for you, or like you tripped up a lot or something like that?
Yes, external examination from the carotid. I don't know what that means. And the other one, I can't remember it now, but do you remember when she was on drugs in the club? And I wanted to make a personal choice to say the lines as quickly as possible. So I just remember being like in my house, I was like, okay, faster, faster, faster. And I actually don't remember what they were, but I know she's like talking to Lucifer, and she's just so high. And that, I said it's so fast. He's like, I've never heard you talk that fast. And I talk pretty fast. So that one, and then yeah, external examination from the carotid. I had to say that over and over and over again. But thank you for asking, because she has so many technical terms. So the first thing I would do, and I'm like, how do I make science fun and interesting? And I had someone come up to me like, I used to not like the crime scenes in season 1, but then you came and I was always looking forward to the crime scenes. Yes, so that was it. And my biggest goal was, how do you make it fun? Like, how did he die? With a hammer. Hammer time. You know what I mean? So that was my big, but that one line and then that one scene was tough. Welcome to our wonderful con world. Hello.
Hi, my name is Mary. I just got to say, you're one of my favorite characters on the show, and you're one of my favorite actors on the show too. So my question to you is, what is one episode that you think you've done best in, and what is the worst episode you've done?
Oh, that's a very good question. It's actually DB's episode, and she's not talking, because I always get nervous. Like, Lauren German is so good at ripping your heart out in a moment's notice. Like, she has so many emotional scenes, and she just nails it. The comedy is a little easier for me. The drama, like, it was a little bit more challenging, and I remember we had 5 minutes before the end of the day, and DB was directing the episode where Ella sees an angel for the first time. And he said, look, the stunts ran a little long. We have to go in 5 minutes. I hate to do this to you, but you are going to see an angel for the first time, and I would love for you to express the following. Number 1, Ella feels that her friend has just jumped off the roof. Number 2, you discover he hasn't jumped off the roof, and you're confused. Number 3, you see your friend go into the air and you're elated. Number 4, you see the wings come out, and mind you, there's going to be a fan blowing in your face. When angel wings come in, don't mind the big fan. Number 5, when he opens up his wings, I just want you to capture a religious person who believes in angels, seeing angels for the first time. Number 6, it's bringing you to almost tears. And number 7, you feel betrayal because they kept it from you. And we have 5 minutes, you're gonna do great. So was very nerve-wracking, and DB was so calm and so confident that I could do it. And I'm so proud of that non-verbal, it's like 15 seconds, but when I watched it, I was like, cool. You know, like I was proud at DB's direction. Oh, do you guys remember that moment? Yeah, it's like how would you guys react if we saw an angel for the first time? You don't want to overdo it, you want to be honest. So that was really fun. It was scary, but then I was really proud of how it came out, and all credit to DB. And then what did I do the worst in? Oh, this isn't on camera, my accent. Tom's Welsh accent, I'm trying to do it now, let's say, and it's so bad, and I'm trying to speak like a Welsh Tom, and it's terrible. I don't know what is happening right now, and it's so bad, News Bears. But as far as on camera, I don't know. I feel like maybe like sometimes some jokes didn't land, and I'm like, oh, I could have done that a little better. But I don't know, maybe the alternate Ella, I feel like I could have gone further with that, with her tatted up and kind of leaned into that a little bit more. But I don't know, you guys would probably know better than me. It'd be like in episode 3, season 4, you know. But that would be my guess. Probably alternate Ella, I could have explored her a little bit more. She's like, yeah. But yeah, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the way, you know, everything came out. But obviously, as an artist, you're always like, I could have landed a little better. But great question. I've never been asked that question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi, I'm Sherry. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about your Hallmark Mystery Lane movie, and if there's going to be more, and what was it like to work with Paul Campbell?
Thank you for watching it, by the way. I'm really bad at keeping secrets, so I'm going to be deliberate with my words. I had a great time. Thank you all for showing up to watch this really fun movie we did. And we shot the whole thing in 15 days. Paul, I know, it's crazy. Paul Campbell is so fun and such a consummate professional and so goofy. He plays Ella. He's like the male Ella on the show. And I'm like, hey, you know what would be funny? Like, instead of just getting into bed, he does like a somersault into bed. I'm like, oh, that's so Ella. And, you know, just little things like it says like, they kiss. And I go, hey, instead of just kissing, let's do a little move where I come into you and we do like a sailor's dip, you know, and he's always a yes man. Like, he's open to play and improv. He is fantastic. He also dances with me in between takes, even though he's exhausted, which I really appreciate. He is a gem of a human being, and I would love to do more with him. As far as if we're gonna get to do more, I can't confirm nor deny. But let me just say thank you for showing up. Thank you for the petition for more. You may or may not have been heard. And there may or may not be more. I cannot say. I cannot say. Thank you. Yes.
My name is Barbara. I'm from California. I teach physiology, human physiology, and chemistry. So I just wanted to point out, and I know you've heard this a zillion times. First of all, I'll start with 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, and so on.
Hey, so you know what I'm talking about.
Right? I wish my students did. But anyway, I personally know that you playing that character has had a huge impact on female students. And when I started teaching chemistry, you could not get girls in chemistry. They took the lower courses and that was it. Over the years, especially of recent, thanks to people like you for encouraging females in science, I'm grateful for you. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh my gosh, I'm so touched. So I loved X-Files back in the day, and Dana Scully, was one of my favorite characters. She was the smartest person in the room. She was so analytical. She didn't lead with sexuality. She just was so smart and so unapologetic for it. And I realized how influential those characters are when you don't see that many of them. So I'm very touched, and I really appreciate that. And you know, we're all on this earth for we don't know how long, and I never take any day for granted. But I feel like, I mean, this is so morbid, but if something ever happens to me early on, I feel like, okay, how did I make it better for the next generation of women of color, women in STEM? So I feel like, okay, if it's, I mean, I'm not saying I want to go anywhere. I'm just saying if I feel like that helps. So I appreciate that. Like that really does mean a lot, because you want to influence positively. Hello.
Hi Amy, my name is Brooke and I identify as a fast talker as well, so I'm going to try to slow this down. So most people usually ask, who could you see yourself playing other than Ella? But my question is, who do you think would have the hardest time playing Ella?
Oh, you mean from the show?
Yeah.
You know, my first instinct is DB, but he does have a goofy side to him, and as we all know, when he smiles, it lights up the room. Okay, that smile, I'm like, keep smiling, keep shining, Deeps. Maybe Leslie Ann. Because she's just like too cool. She's just cool. Like even I took a road trip with her. We were doing a con somewhere in England, and the cons were on the weekend, so we all spent the week together. And then I just like rode with her and her family. Like they had kind of adopted me, and like everything she does, it's like she always like her. She's just like dresses cool, and she just is in great shape. Like she's like, hey, I'm gonna do a workout with you. I said, can you please help me, you know, work out? I don't have a personal trainer. I don't do anything fancy. I don't, you know, do YouTube stuff. I mean, sometimes I'll do YouTube stuff. And she's like, yeah, just catch this ball. And it was so heavy. And she just made it look so easy. So I feel like she would, I don't know. Maybe there's a dork in there somewhere deep down, but she's like so cool, you know? So I think she would probably have it be the most challenge, but then who knows? You know, people surprise you. She might be the biggest dork out of all of us. Good question. Hello, hi.
Hi, my name is Isabel and I'm 9 years old, and I just want to ask if I could get a world's biggest hug.
Yeah! Oh, sorry, I feel like I could be her older sister. Thank you for that. You made my day. Oh my God, so cute. I want to like adopt her as a younger sibling. Thank you for that. I think she's a better hugger than Ella. Hello.
And you have the sushi shirt?
Yeah, she does.
Hello, my name is Danny. First of all, love the X-Files shout out. I'm also a huge fan. I also adore Ella, and you mentioned Dexter earlier. I'm a huge fan of that show. If Ella had been on Dexter, do you think she would have found out what Dexter was really doing?
I would like to say yes, but absolutely not. Because she was surrounded by demons, a devil, angels, goddesses. Like Ella, I call her the smartest, dumbest character on TV. And it's funny because she sees people's essences, like Charlotte. Remember when she was a goddess? She's like, I see a light. You know, everyone says shark eyes, but I see a light. She was able to detect like the goddess's light. So I would really like to think that Ella would be on to Dexter. But no, I think once that Ella has love goggles for someone, you could be the devil or a serial killer. See what I did there? And you would just, you know, one of my favorite lines on Dexter, by the way, for those of you who watched it, is Dexter's voiceover where he wants to go out and do his thing. And Jamie, his nanny, wants to make him dinner and planned a double date because she's like, you need to get out. She doesn't realize that he's a serial killer. She's like, you're stressed, you need to set up a double date. And so he really wants to go out and do his thing. And Jamie doesn't allow it. She's like, I made enchiladas and you're not going anywhere. And then Dexter's voiceover says, serial killer bested by 100-pound nanny. So thank you, great question, and hard no. Hello.
Hi. Sorry, I'm really stressed right now.
Oh, no worries.
I'm a dancer too, and I was just wondering, what's your favorite style of dance?
I started in ballet, which, you know, you gotta like suck in the stomach and good posture, so that was a lot. But I think like hip hop and jazz. You know, I did all like the Martha Graham, modern dance, all that stuff. But I think just hip hop and jazz, like to this day, every morning, literally like 3 hours ago, I do like warm-ups, like every day, just for the, as you get older, you know, it gets harder and harder. But I just do like dance warm-ups. And like if I'm on a plane, but I would say hip hop and jazz. I do love tap. Tap is really fun. Oh, I guess I should ask Cases of Mystery Lane on home. I should. They're like, what skills do you have? I should mention tap. But what's yours?
I like contemporary and jazz.
Okay. So yeah, maybe we can do dance routine later on today. I need new moves. Thank you. Good question.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Susie.
Hi, Susie.
And my question is, Ella finally learns the truth in that final season. Do you wish she had learned about it earlier?
Actually, no, because I think it would have taken away the fun banter between Ella and Lucifer and her just thinking he's an unemployed actor who can't catch a break. So I loved that they waited so long so that she can still. It's so fun to be it's so fun for the audience to be in on something that a character isn't on, who they like see themselves in, because it creates such good tension of like, hello, he's a devil, like read the signs. So no, I would have loved to be included in some of the battles, like celestial battles between angels and demons. I love that constantly on the show, Ella would help crack a case and they'd be like, okay, let's go to the angel celestial fight, but you stay in the lab. So I would have loved to be kind of included in some celestial battles, but you know, it's not in the cards for her. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Amiee. My name's Courtney. I think it's so cool how many girls and women this role must have inspired to go into STEM or explore it more when maybe they were hesitant to. I think it's cool that you say that's one of the reasons you took the role in the first place. And I hope you hear stories about that all the time of people that you've inspired based on that role. And I was wondering what your favorite story you've heard is from someone that you've inspired.
Thank you for asking that question. I loved this role the second I read it. And I had just come off I was so close to getting this big role at the time. And my team, God bless them, but they were like, you know, Lucifer, crime-solving devil, it's a mid-season. I don't think this role is big enough for you. Because I just come off as the female lead of this big potential show. And I said, I don't care. I've never seen a female scientist, especially of color, like her. And I want to do it. And so my favorite story that I've heard is a science teacher saying that she played scenes of Ella in her class